Like the color purple, where do it come from? Now my eyes are open. Look what God has done. You take a grain of love, make a mighty tree. Make that mighty tree. The smallest voice can make a harmony. Can make a harmony, yeah. Drop of water, keep the river high. And a miracle for you and
Oh, that inspirational music. We saw the movie, we read the book, and now we can see on stage Oprah Winfrey presents The Color Purple, and one of the stars from that production joins us today. Rufus Bonds Jr. joins us, and you are such a delightful man.
Thank
and
you.
That is such a very difficult role to play.
It is. There's so many dimensions to the person and to the character, and all the information was there, you know, in the book. And I was just very fortunate the director was on the same page as I when we were trying to develop this man's life. And it was important that you see the whole spectrum of everything that he's gone through and who he becomes in the end as well.
It's an incredible journey that you take, not only as a person, this character's person takes quite a journey, but you take a journey for 25 years. You age throughout the show.
Yes, yes, that's true. As I was saying to you earlier, when I go to the theater, first of all, I go there and we just start, because the whole journey is so emotionally, it's a roller coaster. But also he starts off at 24 years old and ages into his 60s. And basically my hope is that as you see the character transform his life, you all see the transformation within his body language as well. Because when people go through things, they still have the weight of that which has been upon them until it's shaken off. And so although he's older, there's also a lighterness about him.
I can't imagine that you can't come to this role in this property called The Color Purple without having gone through quite a journey on your own. We are so thrilled to know that you played Mufasa in The Lion King, and what a joyful and fulfilling role that must have been for you to be a part of that production.
It was great. I was with I started the show in Los Angeles, and I opened the Los Angeles company. I was in New York doing Rent, and I was studying the role, and I auditioned, and I found out I got the role. I had just had a baby. And
well,
so,
you didn't, but your wife did.
Well, I did actually, no. Yeah, my wife had a baby. And so I'd be rich if I did.
So another man did it. Here he is.
My wife had the baby, and he was 2 months old. And then I got the role, and I went back to LA where we lived. So I was able to be there for the first 3 years of his life, actually. And the role, as I stayed in Lion King year after year, I also found that it was another responsibility that I had to take on, because you play the role as the king and you play the role as the keeper of the entire family in the Pride Land, and I found that that began to reflect over in my own life in the cast as well. You know, and it was something that I accepted, and it was interesting to know how your life changes when you stay within a company for a period of time as well.
And I would think that being a father for the very first time probably showed you firsthand what it means to be the keeper of that kingdom.
Absolutely. When I remember when I sang the song Wheels of a Dream from Ragtime, and I did it once before I had the baby, and then when we had the baby,
you get it. You just get it.
I couldn't even get through the song.
I know.
Because you can play a father, but being one, it's a whole different world.
There's nothing like it.
It's great.
You have been blessed to be in productions where you just hop on the train and it goes.
Yes.
Because Walt Disney presents The Lion King. Oprah Winfrey presents The Color Purple.
Yes.
It does open doors that some musicals don't have that advantage of. And you come in with the prestige and people already loving you just because of those two heavy-duty producers.
Exactly.
Does it make a difference?
Oh, I think it makes a difference just in terms of validating the production, number one. Lion King was a whole different phenomenon within itself.
Wow, yes.
Just because of the the enormity of the project and something that had never been done like that before. I remember when I saw it on Broadway for the first time, and the characters, the actors, the animals came down the aisles. I was blown away.
Me too.
You know, and I'm in the business.
Yes.
You know, and then when you have The Color Purple, when I saw the movie years ago, I was watching with my wife, and I said, when that's a musical, I'm going to play Mr.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw Danny Glover. I absolutely fell in love with him and his character.
Who doesn't?
Exactly, exactly. And it was something that I just knew that I could do and wanted to do. And I wanted to tell that story completely.
Absolutely. We're going to see more of this gentleman as he portrays the character of Mr. in just a minute as we continue with our interview regarding The Color Purple on stage at the Aronoff from Northern Kentucky Magazine on ICN 6.
Here's what you men need to hear. Hey, yeah. You want your lady racing with you. You got to get her in gear. Here's the key to Rebel Code to find the spot she loves best. If you don't know where it is, give her the stick. She do the rest. That's right, baby. Hey, 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 push the button. Push the button.